How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, this is a short story, but again, another tragic story. As you can see from the headline, 2 prisoners found dead at Parc prison in Bridgend in South Wales. Now, names have not been released. Just if I get hold of the names, I'll try to get the names out there in the media, as I always do. It doesn't state if it was natural causes, guys, or suicide, but I am inclined, I am more swinging. It could be very much natural causes, but I hope it's not suicide. I really hope it's not suicide, because if it is, this would be the 72nd and 73rd suicides in our prisons just this year, which is more than the whole of last year. We are on par for record levels of suicides in prison, on top of record levels of violence and self-harm. I'll read the story, guys, anyway, link in the description below like I always do, and my thoughts and prayers go out to the 2 prisoners' friends and family at this sad and tragic time. 2 inmates have died at HMP Parc prison in the past week, officials have confirmed. The deaths occurred on separate days, the first on 18th of November and the second on the 22nd of November. The prison's director, the director is what they call a governor in a private prison, Janet Walsgrove, said, an independent investigation, is now underway. Circumstances surrounding the deaths and identities of the dead have not been disclosed by G4S, which runs the facility near Bridgend. The all-male HMP Parc houses convicted prisoners, defendants on remand, and has a separate young offenders institution. Early this month, it was revealed that Parc's young offenders had the highest rate of self-harm among other youth jails in England and Wales. G4S said next of kin for both inmates have now been informed. Have you noticed how G4S didn't say, oh, our thoughts and prayers with the families and stuff? Do you know why, guys? Because they do not care. Prisoners are disposable. Prisoners' lives are disposable. And body bags in prisons are as much part of prison life as the understaffing, the mental health, the suicide, the self-harm. Do you know what I mean? The understaffing, the spice. It's a shocking state of affairs, guys. And the state of prisons, honestly, desperate. It's desperate, guys. It's beyond crisis. It is beyond words, what's going on within our prisons. And I say it a lot, and I stay to it. Before offenders were ever offenders, they was first victims. Grown up in care, sexually abused, physically abused, emotionally abused, might have behavioural difficulties, parents who were addicts, born into abject poverty, grown up in care, care leavers. Do you know what I mean? Some of the most vulnerable and susceptible people ever end up in prison. Now, we see the crimes, but you don't see the root cause of offending, because no one's bothered the reasons why. They just see the crimes. They don't see the before, during and after. And not everyone in prison is guilty, guys. We have miscarriages of justice. We have prisoners on remand. There's police stitch-ups, miscarriages of justice on a daily basis in the criminal justice system, and it's disgusting. And the amount of prisoners leaving prison in body bags is alarming. And I shout from the rooftops, guys. And like I say, my thoughts and my prayers are with both prisoners, friends and family at this sad and tragic time. My advice to them, should they see this video, I'm a former prisoner. I speak up for prisoners. I always encourage prisoners' families that have suffered a bereavement in this way to go to the papers and shout it from the rooftops. Make sure your son or daughter, because we've got female offenders as well, didn't die in vain. Don't let the system brush this under the carpet. When it comes to stories like the one you've just heard, the prisons don't run to the paper saying, oh, we've had a death in custody. No, no, no. It gets out from a prisoner, like the paper or the media might have a prison source and is not give the name, but it's just 2 prisoners have died. And the cause of death hasn't been released. And they'll know the cause of death. But they tried to defer classification on deaths to put them in the suicide bracket because they don't want to put it in the suicide bracket. There's still deaths out there, people that died 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 12 months ago, that still haven't been classified. Stitch up, guys. Clean the system, wipes its own ass. Prisoners' lives are disposable, and I won't stop until it changes. I'm going to leave you here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.